in about 2005, I decided it was time to do an instrumental record. And so I set about calling up friends who are heroes of mine and yours, and then people that are heroes that I didn't know, and just called them up and said, hey, want to play with me? So, so I started off, I had met Pearl Jam, I had played with them, Rock the Vote, and actually Neil Young was on so, with the show. And so went to Seattle, to Grungeland, and Mike McCready and Matt Cameron joined me on this track that we're going to play. And we actually wrote another one as well, so we did two with Pearl Jam. And then there's a band in England that have been going since like 1958, and they're called The Shadows, and they were Cliff Richard's backup band. Cliff Richard's like the English Elvis. He's had like 7,000 million #1 hits over there. And Hank Marvin was the lead guitar player, and I wanted to be him when I was, well, I started wanting to be him when I was 8, and then I still want to be him now, so I'm not sure what I do. But, and so I called him, and we met up in London at a studio there, in Mark Knopfler's studio actually, and we spent a whole day, 23 hours anyway. I joined the Shadows for a day. You don't know what that means to me, but it means a lot. But, please. But, so Warren Haynes, also met him in New York. Wonderful, wonderful, lovely man. And, yeah, it's I got to go back. This morning, I woke up and just not really what this means to me, but I had explained something about the Shadows on an interview, on a documentary, and Hank Marvin, who lives in Australia, saw it yesterday, and he emailed me today, and he said the story's all wrong. so I have I put out a fake news about the Shadows. About that. So, and I thought I was doing so well. Anyway, moving on. So yes, who else? Oh, yes, the people that I've known probably the longest, two of them. One of them being the original bass player of the Rolling Stones, Bill Wyman. And I was 14 when I met him, and he produced a record with the band I was with at the time. And we got to be on TV with the Stones, and oh man, fantastic. So I saw them do Satisfaction for the first time ever. So I must be really old. You are, Pete. So anyway, so I called Bill up, and I said, he's like my older brother. I've known him so long. And I said, hey, Bill, what do you think? You want to come and play on my instrumental record? He said, all right then. So, a bit lackluster, but you know, that's Bill. So, yeah. So, I said, well, that's good. I'm very excited about that. How about you? Yeah. So I said, now, I know you left the Stones after the Steel Wheels tour, right? Yeah. And I said, so you haven't played with Charlie Watts, since then, my other buddy. And so he said, so I said, what do you think? Would you call him up and see if he'll join us for the session? He said, all right, man. So I waited, and then a couple of days later, I get a call from Charlie Watts. And I said, hey, Charlie, how you doing? He says, I'll do it. So I reunited the original rhythm section of the Rolling Stones, remember, which was... So, anyway, I finished the album, put it out, and a couple of things happened. First of all, I went to the mailbox a couple of months after it was out, and got these big envelopes out and took them home, and looked at them, and there were 2 Grammy nominations for Fingerprints, my album. And I thought they had the wrong address, but no. But so I was just bowled over. I couldn't believe it. I thought, I'll go because I don't have a Grammy. I'll go and we'll see. So I went there and I sat down, and lo and behold, they read my name out for the Best Instrumental Album of the Year. So it was just unbelievable. And the first person that came over and congratulated me was the guitarist Larry Carlton. And amazing player. And,
amazing.
So anyway, that was almost as good as the Grammy, actually. So then another thing happened. I got a call. Oh well, I got to tell you about the track. The track is actually Soundgarden, and it's Chris Cornell, obviously, singing it. And so I think it's one of the best songs ever written. To me personally, it's one of my personal favorites. This one. And so anyway, I got a call from guess who? Chris Cornell, and he goes, "Hello." No, he didn't. No, he asked me. He said, "I love what you've done with our song, and would you come and play it live with me?" So I said, "Yes, I'll be right there." So I got to play this number with Chris Cornell, and we became friends, and it was such a huge fan. And anyway, obviously we've lost him now, and this number takes on even heavier meaning for us and for you, and it was just an amazing time. And, agreed. And so what we like to do every night is to dedicate this to Chris Cornell, his wife Vicky, and their 2 children.